Hi friends, welcome to IAS with Santosh. Guys, in this video I am going to predict a question in the UPSC Prelims 2023, and not just that. I am going to empower you actually how UPSC thinks, why UPSC is asking a certain type of question in the prelims examination, particularly from the environment section. Guys, I can tell you, if you watch this video completely and you understand the logic behind this video, then guys, no force on earth can stop you from qualifying the prelims examination. Guys, many a times I am asked, sir, how could you score 145, 139, 138? How do you score so high when average students are struggling in 70s and 80s? Guys, the reason is I understood the pattern of UPSC, the mind of the people who are setting the questions. So I was able to predict a lot of questions in the UPSC. Guys, there is a mindset behind the paper setter. Okay, there is a mindset. Once you understand that mindset, then you will also be able to predict a lot of questions. Guys, so let us start this video. Guys, what I have done in this video is that I have picked two different PYQs, and I will connect these two PYQs to a current affairs this year, and I will prove why UPSC is going to ask that question definitely this year. Okay, so guys, let us see these two questions. So the first question was asked by UPSC in 2015 civil services examination, and the second question was asked by UPSC in 2020 CSE examination. So let us first read question number 18 from the 2015 examination. With reference to fly ash produced by power plants using coal as a fuel, which of the following statements are correct? Okay, so the question was on fly ash. And if you read one statement here, the second statement says that fly ash can be used as replacement for some of the Portland cement contents of concrete. This says that fly ash can be used as a replacement of cement. Okay, let us read now this question number 78 from Civil Services Examination 2020. In rural road construction, the use of which of the following is preferred for ensuring environmental sustainability or to reduce carbon footprint? Here also you see one of the statements is about Portland cement. Guys, let me tell you that India is the second largest okay, producer and consumer of cement. And guys, cement, okay, it consumes a lot of energy. Cement production consumes a lot of energy because it's an energy intensive industry, and it emits a lot of carbon emissions. Therefore you see, okay, throughout world, not just in India, throughout world, they are trying to find a substitute for cement, Portland cement, or they are trying to find a mechanism of production of cement which is more environmentally sustainable. Guys, we are moving towards net zero. So our focus is on those industries which, okay, emit a lot of carbon emissions or which requires a lot of energy. So guys, now I will show one current affairs which was there in this year, and you see how I am going to connect these two PYQs, and I am going to predict a question in the UPSC Prelims 2023. So let us see the current affairs. Okay, so this is a current affairs, guys. Okay, RBI asks the cement industry to use green tech to reduce carbon emissions. RBI, okay, very important body, is requesting the cement industry to use green tech to reduce carbon emissions. Guys, as I told you that cement industry produces a lot of carbon emissions, and it is also very energy intensive. And if we want to move towards a sustainable development paradigm where we want to reduce our carbon emissions and we want to enter in the net zero regime, then we have to reduce emissions from this carbon intensive and emission intensive industries. You can see here, given the future scenario where a lot of cements will be used because we are building smart cities, we are building houses, Okay, so you see here how UPSC is connecting, because we have a aim of giving houses to each and every individual. Okay, now you see RBI has recommended that there is a need to align India's economic goal with its climate commitments by implementing green tech solutions. It explained that a significant amount of CO2 emissions in cement making results from calcination. Calcination. Okay, so this is a process where we make cement. Calcination is a process where we make cement, and a lot of carbon emissions is emitted because of this calcination, while the rest comes from burning coal and other fossil fuels. So studies suggest that capturing this carbon emission. So you see UPSC is asking a lot of questions on carbon capture. Carbon capture is a very important theme in the UPSC examination. A lot of questions have been asked on carbon sequestration, carbon capture, and this year also this theme is very important. Before it enters the atmosphere and storing it away through reverse calcination. So there is a technology called reverse calcination which stores these carbon emissions before it is released into atmosphere, is the most effective approach to decarbonize the cement industry. This is very important, decarbonization of cement industry. And let us see the magic now further. You can see here RBI says that reverse calcination could sequester up to 5% of cement emissions at present, which could be extended to 30%. Means 30% of the carbon emissions of the cement industry can be reduced to this reverse calcination process. Further, you see the magic. Okay, this is a process can be further enhanced by employing green energy instead of fossil fuels to perform the process of calcination. Guys, the magic does not stop here. You see further what RBI says. The central bank has said that biomass such as municipal waste, industrial waste can be used as an alternative fuel. India can also look at fly ash, graphene, natural fibers as a substitute for cement. Now let us see this. Now let us see this question. Okay, you can see RBI is saying fly ash. India should use fly ash instead of cement, graphene instead of cement, and synthetic fiber instead of cement. Now let us see this question. You can see here. Okay, you can see here, in rural road construction, the use of which of the following is preferred for more environmental sustainability or reducing the carbon footprint? You can see here geotextile. You can see here geotextile, and you can see here fly ash. You can see here fly ash and geotextile, and you see RBI is recommending that please go for fly ash, please go for graphene, and please go for synthetic fibers. Now you see how UPSC is connecting the same theme every year. Can you now establish a relationship between these two questions? Can you establish a relationship between these two questions? These two were the same theme question. Guys, the problem is that most of you just superficially read the PYQs. You are not going layer by layer of the PYQs. Guys, every question has various layers. Okay, layer 1. If the layer 1 has been asked, UPSC will ask layer 2. Okay, UPSC will ask a connected questions, because the theme remains the same. What is the theme? We have to reduce the carbon emissions. We have to sequester carbon emissions. We have to move towards net zero. That is the theme. So the focus is on those industries which are more polluting. For example, the cement industry. And you see, in the last 5-6 years only, 2 times questions has come on the cement industry. You can see these 2 questions, and you see how this year this question is going to be very, very, very important, and high chances that this reverse calcination process is going to be asked, or you can ask the substitute for cement, and these will be the substitute for cement. Guys, therefore I want to say this, that UPSC is a very scientific examination. If your approach is very scientific, you can definitely crack the prelims examination. Guys, I have myself cracked 6 out of 6 prelims, and I have scored one of the highest marks in the country ever scored by any UPSC aspirant. And in the last few years, I have predicted a lot of questions in the UPSC prelims examination, but unfortunately many students are struggling at the prelims stage. They are wasting their years and there are a lot of resources. Guys, I'm telling you, if you prepare scientifically, okay, definitely you can crack the prelims examination. No force can stop you from qualifying the prelims examination. Guys, please do consider practicing my most important and predicted topics. Please read the most important predicted topics and solve these questions, because guys, some people, they think that just reading will help them. Guys, my experience, okay, I have a lot of experience in this. Okay, so you can consider my word as like a golden truth for at least the prelims examination. Guys, just reading will not help you. When you apply that knowledge, okay, knowledge is not enough in you in this examination. Let me tell you very frankly. When you apply the knowledge, then you will be benefited. And many students, they fail at the application part. How can you learn application part? You can learn application part through practicing a lot of questions. But if the questions are on the expected topics, then it is more useful for you, particularly in the last month. So in the last month, consider solving these questions, and you can reach out to me. Okay, my number will be given in here, and the link will also be given for these important questions. You can solve these questions, and do like this video, guys, if you really like the manner in which I have related these two concepts, these two PYQs, and the concept, and how I have related to this current affairs this year. Then please consider liking this and sharing this. And please, okay, I would like to hear from your comments. A lot of people are watching it, they're not subscribing the channel, and I would like to know your comments also. Did you like the approach? Okay, did you like the approach? Because everything depends on your approach. If your approach is faulty, then you will always struggle in the UPSC prelims examination. If your approach is right, then you will always succeed in the UPSC prelims examination. So guys, thank you, bye bye, take care.